the fellas is with your boy. The fellas in pulled up. The fellas are here. The old gang is here. Now listen, as everybody files and funnels in right now, first and foremost, quick thoughts. Deadpool and Wolverine, top 3 MCU movie of all time. I want to go crazy and say it's the best ever, but I need a couple weeks to process. There's still a Civil War out there. There's still a Winter Soldier out there. There's a couple movies there's still a No Way Home dangling around. So I need to chill, relax, pump the brakes. But I'm still aroused after Sunday, brother.
Pause.
Unpause.
It's top 5 though. It's top 5.
Oh, it ain't even close. If it ain't top 5, then y'all don't know shit. I don't do spoilers. I give it about. I say a month. I'm a month guy, so I say a month because people got shit to do, people got bills to pay, people got mouths to feed. So everybody walking around spoiling the fucking movie after a couple days can kick rocks. My boy DPJR ain't even seen the damn film yet, so who am I to just pop on and just ruin every single thing? I don't do that. 4 weeks, brother.
Man, hey, I got a partner, so it ain't like I can just pull up and go watch the movie by myself. I gotta take the lady with me. So
I did.
You darn tootin'.
I did.
What you mean you did?
Hey.
Oh, this really
you're a brave soldier. You brave.
This relationship ain't gonna work.
He said, I don't give a damn. I'm going.
That's nasty work.
This is.
It's not nasty work at all. They were out of town, so I made.
Okay. Oh yeah. Hold on. I ain't waiting for you. Ain't nobody telling you to go out of town. Oh hell no.
I stand corrected.
I wish my wife would have.
Me.
Look, her best friend just had her birthday thing. It was in Philly. Like her 2 homies, her best guy friend Paul and her close friend Veronica, maid of honor. Like, they wanted to go kick it in Philly because Paul's like a chef, just like the chef. He used to be a chef back in the day, like culinary, right? So he can still whip it up. So he wanted to make them like this Italian feast or whatever. And I was like, what date is that on? And she was like, oh, it's Tuesday. I go, it's Monday through Tuesday. I was like, okay, just letting you know what's going on the weekend. Because if her birthday would have fell on a Saturday or Sunday when we watching this movie, you'd have been shit out of luck. She's like, no. Like, so this how I'm gonna tell you. This she scheduled the trip after. She literally scheduled the birthday trip. You know what I'm saying? She know how I feel about this damn shit, man. Got my popcorn bucket. You know what I mean? I was and that's another thing I do. Like what I do is I go to like a
I got the refillable joint.
Yeah, you got to get the refillable joint. I go. What I do is like, cause we have okay theaters, but I'm really bougie about like movies that I really love. So we go like an hour down to Maryland, and we go like the Cinemark. The Cinemark got the recliner seats. You know, they got the bar. They got, you know what I mean. So like I think for the right cinematic experience, you go to the nicer theater. It's only 50 minutes down the road, and that's worth the price of admission.
They call those Cinebistros.
That's what people don't understand. They don't know nothing about that. So you can sit upright like you sitting upright with your back all straight if you want to. But I like sitting in them comfortable recliner seats, daddy. Cinemark got a brother spoiled. And my boy DPJR about to go to 40X. Y'all ain't know nothing about that. 40X so exclusive, you got to have one near your proximity. 40X
they don't
so
even
exclusive.
Have that shit in Cleveland.
Bro, they don't got that shit. No. 40X is like in 5 locations in the world.
Hey, we ain't got no football team, but we got 40X theater. How about
Dude,
that?
I swear the the closest 40X
sense.
to me, I swear is like 150 miles where I swear to God. I checked before. It's crazy. Listen, welcome back everybody to the show. If y'all are here, I appreciate y'all. If not, we got to keep it moving. Because damn it, it's late. Now listen, man. Summerslam week is upon us.
Oh shit! Hold on.
What?
Before you
man,
go any,
what, man?
You ain't got no mustache.
Derail.
It's gone.
It's growing back.
Where'd it go? I just noticed. Where the hell did it go?
I see it anytime I start thinking.
Breaking news.
But shut the hell. Listen, goddamn. Hold on.
Evan gonna be spicy tonight.
Swig of whiskey for the working man. Listen, okay. Welcome everybody to the show. DPJR, the Chef Justin in the building. My fellas is here, locked and loaded, ready to cut a promo if need be, ready to give a hot take if need be, ready to tell me what's on their mind if need be. And let's get this out of the way real quick because I'm sick and tired of Chef. Every time the wide six come up, and I'm like, this thing is doo-doo. Chef's like, I kind of like it. I'm kind of dig it. I'm kind of feeling it. And I'm like, why? Why, Chef? And I said, I'm tired of doing this through text messages. I'm tired. Yo, what up, Lucci? What it really do? The show just started. Luch. Listen.
Send word to someone in my Watchmen. Tell him to pull up.
Listen.
My tribal chief.
Oh, we're going to acknowledge him if he pulls up. He always pulls up late when the show's almost over. So.
Always.
Chef likes the Wyatt Six. He likes whatever the hell they're doing. Pussyfooting, playing footsie with the WWE universe. So I say unto you, instead of just talking shit like I do when we do the text messages like we do, I give the man the floor. And I go, why should I just talk my shit? I'll just give him a floor, let him explain himself. Explain this cockamamie shenanigans that are going on.
Clear out. So first and foremost, while you talking shit, you added extra words because your boy definitely said, I kind of like it. So what I mean is I feel like I like the presentation of, so me personally, I like the tapes. I like how they were using her, using old girl to pop up, looking like she came out the ring, looking like she came out the TV, and dropping off tapes. I like that they used Pat McAfee's show and they dropped off the package, and then he took it to Raw that night because the man flies private, so he can do those kinds of things, going from Indy to wherever Raw is that night. You know what I mean? So I like the presentation. I'm not saying it's gonna go anywhere because we know it's not. But I like,
that's my point though, Chef.
But you said first of all, you interrupted the clear out, so it's no longer an ISO.
What happens when you interrupt the ISO? What happens when you like what? You got to do me like you got Jeremy Lemon. You got to wave me off like you wave Kobe off.
Wave you off, right? I don't need the screen. Back up. Just stay.
Jeremy Lemon was like this.
Just back up. So
I'm done.
I for real like.
The hell is Carmelo in?
Yeah. ISO.
Mellow jealous. He was jealous of that insanity, boy.
Coach D'Antoni, tell him to sit his ass down. Matter of fact, don't even play him for a week.
Honestly, though, I liked all the vignettes. I liked that they let Rowan talk because that was some real shit mixed in with storyline, and I appreciated that. Right, like the man has gone through some shit. So I liked everything that wasn't in the ring per se. So I liked everything that led up to whatever happened on Monday. It is poop, like what happened in the ring. Like you really don't get the explanation of why Gable is the target other than he's mistreating people or he has mistreated family, and they are people who have been either left behind by family or lost family members. So they're like the spooky Avengers or something. I don't know. So like I liked what was leading up to them. I don't mind that they show their faces because again, we talked about how the spooky element doesn't work because we all know it's fake and we all know it's not really spooky except for when you have it look like a haunted horror, like a haunted house of mirrors and horrors and whatnot when you go through the initial when they showed up on the scene. So outside of that, I don't mind them showing that they're real people. I don't mind that they highlight the fact that they've been forgotten in each scenario, that they've been forced to be, whether it's a superhero, whether it's being a part of other factions and those factions break away and other people, the realness of when they get fired and they get let go and they get, upended from whatever kind of momentum they have with a character and are forced to do something else and then sidelined and then they're in catering or they're not in catering or they're at home or they're house shows. So I liked that they took all of that and made it a real thing of we are a group of people who you wonder where is this person or you wonder whatever happened to. I mean, old boy got dreads. Like we ain't seen Dexter Loomis in so long that his hair grew out. Like that's dope. Now, what happens after that? It's to be said, and you hope that they become something of a mainstay. And I know factions don't last, and we've seen many factions go away or break up, as we might talk about with other people who aren't there in the factions that were working.
Yeah.
So that's all I wanted to say is like I liked what I saw as far as the production of it.
You like elements of it.
Yeah, I don't care what they're fighting with the creeds, but I kind of want to know, like, is Howdy going to be the same person? Because you haven't seen him take off a mask, even though we know it's Bo Dallas. So it's like there's still some other things that I would like to know, or if they just are going to keep it a mystery and he's just going to be alter ego and he's unaware of Howdy, that he is Howdy, or I don't know. But it's I just want to defend myself a little bit that I thought some of it was okay.
Yeah.
I ain't out here caping up for the Wyatt Six, but it was cool.
Yeah, there's elements that are cool. The reason why I say spooky is hard to work is not because we know it's fake. Is there's still kids out there that believe wrestling is very real. So it's when I say spooky doesn't work or it's hard to make it work, it's I don't know, because you have to suspend your disbelief so much in order to make it work, and it's tough to sell that to a majority of an audience. But with that being said, that's not my issue. I actually like the fact that they show Bo Dallas. I thought part of the reason that Fiend got hurt, it hurt because he never was Bray. The Fiend hurt Bray. I needed to see Bray. Bray Wyatt, the late great Bray Wyatt, has never been better than he was when he was with the Wyatt family, walking with the follower. But that he's never been more over. He's never been more popular. I always appreciate that he tried to expand his character and do different things, but sometimes I thought he overthought stuff. That swamp people, New Orleans style Bray, that's the Bray. That's it. That was all that was needed. Seeing your face, watching your eyes, watching you cut a promo. That's why I'm not a fan of Uncle Howdy. I'd much rather see Bo Dallas's face. That's the people can say whatever they want to say about this, the greatest spooky character of all time, which is the Undertaker. You saw him. You saw him. You saw his face. You saw the persona. You saw what he could do. Oh, Evan, what about Kane? Kane don't work without the Undertaker. He don't. You can't bring me Kane. And then Kane took off his mask the majority of his career anyway. Go to unmask Kane and mask Kane. Stack up the numbers. What lasted longer? I already know I'm right. Unmasked Kane was longer than masked Kane.
Hey, that flip out of the ring was dope, though.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best exit of a ring ever. Because people still don't do it. If it was that easy, people would do it. So easy a caveman would do it, but can't nobody do it. But I like seeing Bo Dallas. I like that. I'm confused why they're messing with the creeds, because their heels and what the Wyatts are doing are kind of like heel work. Are they heroes to WWE? They're not presented like heroes. So it's kind of weird that they're messing with the heel. They should be messing with the baby faces. So, Mackey's confused, man. I really would love to be in that writer's room for just one day to see what the hell are y'all doing? What are we doing? I don't want Bo Dallas to be the memory of his brother just terrorizing the WWE. Put this dude in a spot, man. Stop playing games. Don't give me this long-term storytelling. Long-term storytelling, you could tell us long-term storytelling when it's moving. When it's moving along. You can't say something's long-term. No. It has to move. That story's not moving. Do something. The Creed brothers and Chad Gable, man, that shit ain't going nowhere, man. What are you going to do? Beat him up? What are you going to do? Absorb him? Was it going to be the Wyatt 50? What are we doing here, man? It's just, that's my issue. Like, don't just do shit to do shit.
That's what it seems like what they doing these days.
It's just, if you
think about it,
come on, man.
Even the Undertaker had a shelf life.
Big facts.
He had to get out of the supernatural gimmick. He had to get on a motorcycle and turn into the American badass.
Stressing him out. He was stressed out.
Kane, look, he was corporate Kane. He was corporate Kane. It all has a shelf life. And to your point, Bray Wyatt, even though he was a swamp guy, he really wasn't supernatural, was he? Not in the beginning. He was more of a cult leader.
Yes, sir.
It was more of a following. It wasn't a supernatural being. If we're being completely honest, if you take Kane away, you have to take Kane away because he is attached to the Undertaker. There's only one original supernatural character that worked, and that is the Undertaker. No questions asked, because again, the Fiend did not work. They don't know what they're doing with these characters, and now it gets confusing. Now you have heel against face, but now they're heel, and now you have these individuals, and not one of them except for Rowan is actually a Wyatt. I understand Bo Dallas is Wyndham Rotundo's brother, but hey, he wasn't Bray Wyatt's brother. Eric Rowan was a part of the family. None of these people have an attachment to the Wyatt, but we're going to call them the Wyatt Six. It really doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. And the way you bring them in with like a murder scene kind of thing. And people,
that's what bothered me, DP.
People are laying out. You got smoke everywhere.
That was over here filming murder scenes.
That was the climax of the story. Why would you debut everybody at the climax? Because you can't get back up to that level, because now what else are you doing? Then you have these individuals. Now you're starting to tell the story, and it was nice what they did with Eric Rowan, but yet they cut it off at the knees later on that night when they did what they did, and they actually got physical with individuals. You see, they are trying to do long-term storytelling, but there's also a certain thing called stagnant storytelling, meaning you're not going anywhere with your storytelling, and it's cyclical, it's repetitive. And that's what I think that they're doing with this Wyatt Six.
Man, another big word, cyclical. Damn.
Hey, you know,
that's how you feeling, man. But tell you, this podcast ain't supposed to be. Listen, hold on, man. This ain't no damn science podcast. This ain't no philosophical. But you better stop trying to be smart up in here, man.
You better cut out all the Scientology words.
Yeah, you better.
Hey, country is smart. Country is smart.
Damn.
It's got a
Kim, what's good, baby?
It's got like a 6 to 12 month lifespan on it, and once they go away from each other, what are y'all going to do with these individuals?
That's what I'm worried. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about.
You're throwing them together. You having to
put them together.
Facts. Pardon the pun, chef, but my ladies from New Orleans, you throwing them all and you making a pot of gumbo.
Oh, hold on now. See, I don't know if I like that, because that's delicious. Like, hold on now. What are we doing here? You can't. We making a gumbo. I'm here for that gumbo.
But it can be a bad gumbo.
It's true. I've had bad gumbo too.
Yeah, if you put frozen okra in it, fucks it all up.
I'm like, as soon as you put the okra in the gumbo, you have given up. You have quit. You've taken the easy way out. We are not back in the poor time. Stop putting that okra in the damn gumbo, people.
I hate okra. Okra
throws off the whole dish. Okra throws off the dish. The only okra I like is fried okra. That's the only okra I like. But you can eat fried anything. But fried okra.
I like gumbo without okra though.
No, gumbo with okra throws off the gumbo.
Good. But we got sidetracked. But that's my whole point of it all. You throwing these people in the main event when they don't even deserve to be in the main event, because they ass was never in the main event in the first place. Why are you doing what you're doing, WWE? Triple H. I'm gonna get back to your ass later. I'm gonna get back to your ass later.
Oh,
get it together.
Damn, Trips, I'm sorry. I didn't know I don't know. I never know what these gentlemen are gonna do. I'm sorry, Trips. Damn.
Listen, it's been a couple weeks. We've been holding on to these.
All right, and I love it, man. I should do this more often. Damn it. Listen, Donald Trump and Joe Biden got me pushing this damn podcast back, working in the damn news. Over here running around, getting half shot in the face. Over here running around, being all old and slow. Y'all better stop messing with my damn podcast. Listen,
did you see the one with the
I'm so sick of these presidents
coming out?
Yo, I swear, if I see one more random white person with a damn pillow on the side of their head, man, I swear to God, boy, Lord have mercy.
Politics.
We are in some dangerous times in this damn country. Lord have mercy. Goodness.
Talk about booking. That shit is scary as hell.
Man,
that's
listen,
some Wyatt Six for your
McMahon
ass.
could not have booked these 2 weeks better. I swear to God, he couldn't.
The election.
Bro, Hogan
Shout
coming
out
out, Hulk, like Trumpomania running wild, Amber Rose selling out.
When you try to take out my hero, brother.
I go, no.
Oh
There's no we. That was a one dude. He acted alone. Don't try to put everybody. Don't try to put a party into this. It's so crazy, man.
Fuck you, Hulk Hogan. I hope you see this shit. You piece of shit.
I was like, damn, you really still don't like brothers. Oh, that's okay. I'm moving on. Nate Jabai, listen. Woo. Okay, so we gonna get to SummerSlam, but certain things started popping in my head when I was trying to make this damn rundown, and I was thinking to myself before we get this ain't even got to do with the predictions. It kind of goes with it, but it really doesn't because that's picking a match and not kind of going by what I wanted to say. But it's wild that I would even consider this. It's like a couple weeks ago. No, let's say a month. Let's be fair. Like a month ago, I would have never considered this. Now, is part of me saying this is because Liv is fine? Yeah, Liv's fine as hell, but that's not what this is about.
Storyline.
That's neither here nor there. But I'm not gonna walk around like some people do and try to act like Liv ain't fine. You know what I mean? We just go act like she's a great wrestler, she's a great competitor. It's okay, guys. She's pretty. You know what I mean? Can we please stop?
Robbie's twin.
Can we please just stop? So like that's part of it, but the other part is she is doing the best work of her career, and it ain't even close. It ain't even close. So my question to you fine gentlemen is, dare I say, is it too soon to take this title off of Liv Morgan because of the work she's put in, the character she's developed, how she was able to hold a storyline together without Rhea on TV?
Yeah, ain't no way they should take the title off that girl. It seems like we all know the history of baseball. It seems like the great Rhea Ripley has been Wally pipped, because when you sometimes get an injury and you give someone an opportunity, you might get Lou Gehrig. Then look what we have right here. Liv Morgan is doing her thing. Hey, shout out your boy.
Grease.
Look, three-letter name, Liv Lou. Look, the thing that she's doing is impeccable. She's taking Dominic Mysterio and she's keeping him meaningful.
Yes,
she is keeping him meaningful. He's getting better. It's amazing. I thought he was gonna be dead in the water. He
was until Liv.
Until Liv came along and she's playing this role perfect. She should have never been a babyface. She should have always been the pretty girl antagonist, doing the things to people to get underneath their skin. And then you have the perfect match with her, and that's Dom Mysterio, because at the end of the day, sure, it was cool with Dom, with Rhea for most people, but he was just a lowly punk with Rhea. She was beastly and he was just a punk. Now you have two people who are scumbags working together, trying to be Bonnie and Clyde, trying to take over the world. Obviously, he's not going to get to a world title anytime soon, but he could get to a U.S. title. He could get to an intercontinental title. And that's something that she could provide for him that Rhea never did, because it was always about Rhea. I can't wait to hear the story unfold about how they plan this out, because it's going to be beautiful, and it's always about what are you going to do next. But they don't need to take the title off of her at all. Keep it on her. She needs to do this run, because like I said, sometimes people have a injury and an individual is going to pick that ball up and they're going to continue to run with it, and that's what Liv Morgan has done. She's
done an unbelievable job. Like I said, best work of her career. She's still a young lady, but it's still amazing to see that this is the best work of her career. Hey, yo, Liv, you better stop turning around on top of the stands, too. You better stop that. You better stop that foolishness, Leo. Liv, you better stop playing with these people out here.
Listen,
Liv, you better stop putting marriages in jeopardy. You better stop having me explain myself to my damn wife. You better.
It's hard work.
I said, yo, babe, look at this. I was like, listen. You better stop this stuff, Liv Morgan.
You got to be like, look, babe, look at this girl here. You see what she got on?
You better stop this foolishness.
Do you see the angle she turned them hips and turned around? Look at that man. Look, I want you to learn that move right there. If you could do that for me,
Liv, don't be having me on here talking like no dude back in high school. I'm a 40-year-old man. Liv Morgan, stop this shit. I'm sick of you.
So to stay on track, to stay focus.
That's your job, Chef. Keep us on the rail.
So keeping us on the rail. I also agree that you should not take it off of her. There's still so many little seeds.
HAWT hot.
Appreciate that. Got the right. So we can't do nothing. I mean, if the wifey, if Heidi's gonna, hey, listen.
It is what it is.
But no, seriously though, there's like so many different seeds that they've already planted with each member in the Judgment Day, whether she interacted with them or not, helped them or not, as far as tag champs, Jey Uso, Damian being like, I don't know, she might be single. You know, Jay, you might want to holler. And so like you still got all these different things that you can, you know, mix gender tag match, Dom on a pole match, pause
on Netflix.
You know, so there's so many different things. Finn Balor still as Finn
Burgerlicious.
Finn still
we'll talk about him later too.
He got some things to answer for that he did through this whole storyline.
Yeah, what you been doing, Finn? You been
slick ass. Shout out Ferg.
Hustling backwards is what Finn's been doing.
Get that paper, boy. Baby. Get that paper.
But no, it would
fresh new money.
It would absolutely take all the air out of everything that we've seen.
No question. Since
the incident where she pushed her into the wall. So everything that happened after that, like DPJ said, like it, you know, butterfly effect, it might not have, SummerSlam might not be what it is if the injury didn't happen. But at the same time, what we've got probably couldn't have gone any better for them, for all parties involved. I mean, the women's division on Raw was getting kind of stale anyway, you know, because you still had the same people pretty much in the title race. You pretty much had the same type of storylines or same type of, you know, this person's fighting this person and, you know, factions breaking up, you know, how they did with Bailey and Damage Control. But this was different. This is, you know, a little bit of Rusev, Lana, Bobby Lashley type stuff, right? Like that's every once in a while they pull that card back out, and it definitely, this version of it might have been the best I've seen since back when Mark Henry got married. You know, that type of thing. So
doing a good job. It's a very old like trope, but that doesn't mean it's a bad trope. There's a million movies based on this. There's a million soap operas based on this concept. The love triangle is one of the most classic things you can do when you're storytelling. That's why it's resonating. That's what people don't understand. It's okay to go to things that work. We can talk about, there's people criticizing Liv for using her sexuality, saying I thought we moved past that, but I don't think people really understand the real meaning of women empowerment. Women empowerment is a woman choosing to use her sexuality with the way she wants to, not the way a man tells her to. So Liv Morgan is choosing to do this. No one's making Liv do this. This ain't like back in the day. She's using her sexuality in the storyline to her benefit. Not everyone needs to be Amish. Not everyone needs to walk around like a nun and act like I'm a wrestler. I go, yeah, she's a wrestler, but she's also an entertainer. She's also pretty. She also actually is she's a nice person. Like she's acting, guys. This is good acting work. You know what I mean? So I think that we need to be mindful of that. This is an old trope, but it's one of the best tropes ever. It really is. It's one of the best tropes ever. The mean girl coming in on somebody's territory, like taking their man away from them. And it plays out in the ring at SummerSlam where Liv should retain and Dom should help her retain. And because Rhea can always be put in the title picture. Liv Morgan, when this runs over, I don't know how she gets back into the picture when this storyline ends. I don't know how she inserts herself. That's why I believe when we get to these predictions, I need Liv to go over. I need her to go over by hook or by crook. It really doesn't matter to me. And I just think it's really good to see. It's really great work. It's refreshing. It's top three. Hell no. It's the best storyline in WWE next to the Drew McIntyre stuff, because Bloodline is not the Bloodline without Slow Bop. Mr. Slow Bop himself, Roman Reigns. So people don't think that's the best storyline in WWE. It ain't many better. Really, it really ain't though. What else they got going on? The Drew CM Punk Seth stuff, that's money. That's money. But this is some good old-fashioned, old-school storytelling, and I'm here for it. Took me a little bit to get on board, but Liv swagging around and harassing people and Dom acting like he ain't interested. It's good stuff. It's old school. It's fun, and I'm here for it.
I saw the vision. Tried to tell you.
It's here. Let's see what they do, because like I said, when VKM's the residual effects of VKM, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, are they're finally starting to go away. Like I told you, and now Triple H is front and center. Now this new creative is front and center. Now the excuses can't be it's Vince McMahon. See, I was trying to caution people that there's going to be a point in time where you can't just blame Vince McMahon for everything. Now we're finally starting to get into that territory. Evan, what's your point? My point is, these are the decisions that are going to define the booking. Having the guts to not take the title off Liv when you know she's a placeholder. She is a placeholder based on an injury. Rhea's on a run. They did a pivot, and it's a great pivot. Have the guts to stick it out. Have the guts. This is a huge booking decision because titles are changing hands this Saturday. Let's hope Liv is not one of them. Seriously. Titles will be changing hands, 1 or 2, 1 or 3, and it's going to be interesting to see. Speaking of things, when I'm minding my own business, covering all this damn politic nonsense, ruining my damn evenings, with all this foolishness, all a bunch of these people talking about shit they don't know nothing about, because until November, don't nobody know nothing. They don't know nothing. Bobby Lashley's trending. And I'm like, why the hell is Bobby Lashley trending? Oh, Bobby Lashley's getting let go. MVP's being very vocal on social media. He's saying a whole bunch of things about the Hurt Business. Everybody's talking about the Hurt Business not getting a fair shake, and Hurt Business. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm not saying it wasn't a good faction. I'm not saying I ain't like the concept. My favorite part about the concept is what Bobby Lashley said. It's a bunch of well-dressed brothers not acting ghetto, not dancing a jig, and getting out and handling business. Love it. Love it. Stuff that we've been fighting for a long time. Love the concept. Triple H being accused of being racist. Triple H being accused of not knowing how to book black people. Triple H accused of not giving black people a fair shake. Triple H accused of not giving any black people their due. Triple H accused of the current black people being wayward souls, street prophets, New Day, Lashley. Anybody that shares the pigmentation of Evan Thomas Mack is being placed at the feet of Triple H. Fairly or unfairly. That is what's happening. But I will say this before I kick it to DPJR. I can't say they didn't do right by Bobby, because he did have the title a few times. He did have a myriad of titles. Just because he looks like he's 27 years old doesn't mean he is 27. When you look back at Bobby Lashley's career, it is decorated. It's illustrious. He has a lot of food coloring on his chest. He'd probably be like a 2-star general by WWE standards. He's done very well for himself. First ballot Hall of Famer.
That's Blade.
So when the Daywalker is leaving the company, I believe it's okay because he's done a lot. What I'm trying to say is it's hard for me to get to the place where people were at with old Triple H. It's hard for me to get there. I don't begrudge people for getting there, though. at the end of the day, I'm a brother. Just because I don't agree with everything black people do, just because they move a certain way, doesn't mean I'm not a brother. So I'm always going to be like, I can see that. I can. What you want me to say? No? So I'm always going to be like, doesn't mean I agree, but I'm like, I can see where they're coming from. But with that being said, where do your thoughts lie on this Bobby Lashley thing? Because I'm like, Bobby Lashley's 77 years old. Y'all act like he ain't getting no fair shake. He's like Barry Bonds. His first run made him a Hall of Famer. his first run, then he left, came back, and he's like a 2-time Hall of Famer. You can separate both his career from pre and post, and he'd be Hall of Famer both times. Pick whatever you want. This Bobby Lashley or the Bobby Lashley before, Hall of Famer. Before he went to TNA, Hall of Famer. When he was in TNA, Hall of Famer. So, like, what say you? Because Triple H is being labeled racist. That racist Triple H.
Might as well go ahead and kick off. This is the Night at the Opera. With your boy,
Audible. Audible. Hey, he called Omaha.
Kick it off. This is the thing. I don't think Triple H is racist. Let me get that out there. He's not racist at all. I know he doesn't understand black people.
Those are two different things.
That is the bigger problem. I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to let y'all get into that. This is the thing. It seems like Triple H, let's go to music. If he's an artist, it seems like he can only do remixes because he ain't building nothing for himself. He's only playing around with who Vince built. And speaking of Bobby Lashley, I will say this. He was a world champion under Vince. He was a world champion under Vince. He was elevated to the top of the card. With Triple H around, he had something with the Street Profits, the Pride, and then he was going to lose to Karrion Kross. What? I can understand why they think Triple H is racist. The hell is he thinking? There's neither here nor there. You have a litany of individuals who he has dropped the ball with. And the ones that have been successful already had their start when Vince was there. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Gunther the Ring General had the title under Vince McMahon. If I'm not mistaken, the title reign started under Vince McMahon. Then you got Finn Balor. It may have been in 2016 or 2015, but he did win the the Universal Championship.
That was 8 years ago?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. What? But he blew his shoulder out. He blew his rotator cuff.
That buckle bomb from Seth, I think.
And he was at the top of the card with Vince. You can bring him up like a utility player. He has not even been close to the top of the card with Triple H. And he's having a hard time figuring out who to build, who to push. Look at Cody Rhodes. That ain't Triple H's creation. That's AEW, and Vince brought him in and said, you can be your own guy. Ain't nothing changed with Cody Rhodes except Triple H pulled the trigger. Wrong, right, or indifferent. Look at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns. That's a Vince creation. Cody Rhodes. That's not a Triple H creation. The Rock. The Undertaker. John Cena. The Bloodline. All these individuals are attached to Vince McMahon. When are you going to build something for yourself? When are you going to figure it out on how to do what you need to do to put your own stamp on things? The only thing I can say is this about Triple H right now. It's not that he's doing a bad job, but he's not doing any different of a job besides bringing us to the history and some new camera angles. Aside from that, he's not doing anything that Vince wouldn't have done. That is the truth. Oh, and Vince McMahon stepping away brought back CM Punk. Whether you like, love, hate, however you feel, that they brought him back. Other than that, man, that's how I feel about Triple H's job right now. Do better, bro. You got to figure it out. You got to do better because you ain't doing your job well enough for us to say Triple H, that's your guy, because everybody we look at, everybody who has a title right now is attached to Vince McMahon.
Sans Damian Priest.
Oh, Sans Damian Priest. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, you got it. No, you good. You good.
Man, but he about to lose the title Saturday.
Listen. Lucci is where I'm where Lucci's at. Lucci says he ain't racist. He just likes his guys, and that's facts. When you're building your team, if I told somebody right now, that's why it's my whole thing with James Gunn. Everybody mad at James Gunn because he ain't carrying over Henry Cavill. I'm like, if you had an opportunity to pick your own Superman, what would you do? For real. When you have your chance to build your roster, what would you do? You pick your guys. That's typically what people do. You know how many times have you heard a coach come through like, that's not my quarterback. I want to pick my own quarterback and build my own team. And everyone was like, why is he doing that? Because that's what he wants to do. If you have an opportunity to create something and said it was your creation, typically that's what you do. So it's always hard for me to make that leap to racism, because that's the first thing people do when things don't go their way in wrestling. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. And I'm telling you right now, if you really watch any interviews with Bobby Lashley, if you talk to Bobby Lashley, like he's that's the last thing he even says. People he won't let anybody do that. He'll be like, that's not what it is. So if the horse's mouth won't even say that, then why should you? But to Lucci's point, he has his people. Damian Priest and the Gunthers and the Tommaso Ciampas and the Johnny Garganos and the Karrion Crosses and the Baileys and the Rheas, those are his people. So he's putting them over. Period. Shawn Michaels loves Melo. Melo's getting in a good spot. Like, listen, that's what it is. And nobody said nothing. But when Vince has his guys, he's a problem. That's my only issue. Because Vince had an archetype, he had a type of person, type of wrestler, and he booked it that way, and everyone lost their mind. Now, never mind the fact they're all icons and Hall of Famers and all your favorite wrestlers. Never mind that. Never mind the old man getting criticized now, even though he created all your favorite wrestlers. Never mind that. Never mind that.
he's doing a good job. The thing is, he's not doing anything innovative aside from the one-shot walkout.
I say it before, and I'll say it before, and I'll say it again.
Different?
I love Triple H. Always have, always will. Don't care if he don't gotta like me. Until I find out he don't like me the way I look, then we'll address that at a different time. That's why I talk about Hogan the way I talk about Hogan. Until I find that out, I will talk about him highly like I always do. However, I need you to get it cooking without Roro. I need it. I need it until I see you get it popping. Without that big Samoan.
They got SmackDown looking like it's on USA on a Wednesday. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to do better.
Yo, Chef, go ahead, man.
Listen, okay, so we let DPJ go, and he just went full cannabis second round KO.
Yo, I'm like, damn.
Like, you might want to put cannabis behind him when he talk, when you wrap this up.
Damn, I wasn't trying to do that, but
you did.
You did. But you did.
Put that damn beat on.
So the great Bobby Lashley.
Did I lie?
No. Count
there we go.
Count Blackula. He might be the closest.
We got the spooky Avengers of Count Blackula. Boy,
I told people all the time. I said that is the day walker.
Yeah. Bobby Lashley is the real vampire in Brooklyn.
No question, brother.
For real. And it's gonna suck that he's gone. I just realized and had an epiphany. The Hurt Business was the first real put them together.
No question. That's the first real put them together.
It was during COVID. They was just trying shit, right? And so it's aging well now. It's gonna be iconic. People still talk about it. People still think anytime you see more than two black guys standing next to each other that it's going to be a new Hurt Business, because you had Mello, you had Trick and Mello, you had Hit Row, you had all these different little groups where it's a couple light skins and a dark skin sprinkled in there, and
you Disney black baby,
right? There's a couple Jason Tatums and a couple Jaylen Browns and a couple Derek Whites, and you like, oh, they must be a group, and they must be a faction. But the Hurt Business was legit. Bobby
Hell
was
yeah.
Bobby was legit, except the only time he wasn't legit is when he came out and he was trying to wear a headband, and I think Leo Rush was his mouthpiece.
But Leo kind of got him over a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
No, but and
Man, shout out
Lana
Leo.
definitely got him over. Listen, man, they
Lana
was doing,
did, yeah.
Bobby Lashley.
We all three of us like Bobby Lashley for the same reasons. But let's keep it real. Bobby can't talk. He's not the best promo. I don't give a shit about these people's feelings, man. It's facts. If he was on this podcast, I go, you can't talk. MVPs change your entire trajectory, bro.
He did, but
let
me tell you what he did. His spear is better than Braun Breaker's.
I don't like that flippy dippy spear bullshit. I don't like that flippy dippy.
Well, I mean, his other move, I think he used to have like a version of a Dominator.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I don't know.
Bobby he's a phenom. He is an icon. Like I don't mince words, man.
He should have kept the Hurt Lock. That was that deal.
Wasn't that the Master Lock?
No, it was
that was better than the Master. That was the black version of the Master Lock. That was more. That was the chocolate version of the Master Lock without the steroids.
That was the BET version of the Master Lock.
Yeah, without the steroids, the clean version without juicing. You on that damn cycle like Lance Armstrong.
Shit. When he was on that little 2-foot podium, what the fuck were they doing with that little podium?
Hey, yo, Chris Masters, get off that Lance Armstrong cycle, bro.
That boy be like,
yeah, Bobby's the man. He'll be missed.
Shout out Bobby Lashley.
I love Bobby Lashley. Ain't no big, no Bobby slander.
So what happens?
No,
what happens?
Can't talk though.
What happens to Omos?
Yeah, because that's another thing. Everybody trying to put him out the pasture because that goes all the way back to DPJR's point. And I told you, my daddy loved me, but it didn't stop him from raising me and telling me when I was wrong. That's what's so annoying about the society we're in nowadays. You can't love somebody and then criticize them. I don't know what kind of household y'all grew up in, but the household that I grew up in, when my daddy loved me and then he criticized me. Like, I love you, but I'm telling you this. I love Triple H, but it goes back to DPJR's point. He don't know how to book black people. He don't. How the hell can't you book Omos? He already should have been champion based on size alone. Logistically, the Negro should have been champion. I'm tired of seeing Omos put pictures online with his fucking cologne.
Didn't Apollo wear like a dashiki and he looked like he was an extra from Coming to America? Was that Triple H too?
No. He had the steel drum with you're going to touch the steel.
Negro, you're from Stone Mountain, Georgia. I don't want to hear nothing about your daddy being from Nigeria. My people are from Cameroon and Benin and Togo, but I talk like this. Stop it with your terrible African accent.
That was the worst Nigerian accent.
That was the worst Nigerian accent I ever heard in my life. Stop it. You don't need to talk like this to be African. You need to stop that. Stop.
Please. I say you need to never do it again. Okay? I think mine's better.
It's more subtle. You need to do it like this. If you're going to talk African, you need to be more subtle.
I mean, if we're being honest, they have an issue.
Why are you hanging around?
Stop hanging.
Man, me and my brother, we was playing Fortnite, bro. We was in the whip, bro. We had an argument like we was a Nigerian brothers, bro. It was hilarious.
Listen, I am so
where your Nigerian accent is, Chef? Let me hear that shit. Come on, Chef.
Do it.
Come on, do it. Come on, you can't be the only brother on this show not doing it. Damn.
I think the best version I got is imitating Cool Runnings.
Oh, do it. Do a Cool Run. We can do Cool Runnings. Did you
feel the rhythm? Feel the rhyme.
That Dougie Doug, baby. That movie is so damn good. You know, trust me. You know how my mind was blown when I found that was a true story. I go, you gotta be kidding me. Are you kidding me? That's a true story. I was like, hey, movies. You know when movies are based on a true story? Why don't y'all do that? I don't think that movie does that. It does not.
Hot take: Cool Runnings is a top 5 sports movie ever.
That's fair. Oh, that's fair.
No, that's fair. Take a 5 off the top of my head.
No, that's fair because it's tough because Rocky counts as a sports movie. So good God, Rocky has to be in there. It won Best Picture for goodness sakes.
Hey man, shout out to 6 Man. That ain't one of the best, but that was me and my brother.
I like 6 Man. I like 6 Man. You know what I really like that nobody talks about? Daddy. that no one really talks about. Celtic Pride, man.
That's a good one. Chefs probably is Major League.
Major League 2 for me. And the reason why I say Major League 2 for a very specific reason. I know I don't get Wesley because Wesley got more offers. I get young Omar S, but you know what I get? I get Randy Quaid running amok. That movie, Randy, because he's the real. People don't understand. He's the whole movie for me because he's a real fan. If you don't know fans that,
we were out there just like that.
He's the best, man. He's the best fan. And then I get Mr. Baseball like faded. Yo, he's on fire in that movie. Yo. Major League 2 is one of the best sequels of all time, man.
Hey,
shout out to Rookie of the Year, Kim. Shout out to Rookie of the Year.
Win something, Chef. Shit, I like the Indians.
Oh, you know what I just watched? You know what I just watched this past weekend? That I forgot.
Shout out Manny Ramirez and Roberto Alomar.
We're talking. He got to lay off that juice, man. You already Hall of Famer. Lay off the juice, bro. You already a Hall. You already can see the ball, bro.
He was a Hall of Famer in Cleveland and Boston.
Then stop taking the juice. You can already see the ball. Damn, it's about timing. Judge don't take no roids. Listen,
damn it, Evan, you disregard that with Barry Bonds.
Well, Barry Bonds the great. Barry Bonds seen one ball.
He stuttered.
Barry Bonds seen one ball a night. Don't ever compare Manny Ramirez and Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds is the best baseball player I've ever seen.
Barry Lamar.
I don't agree with that, but you know,
he's the best. He's the best baseball player I've ever seen. He had one pitch to hit a night, and he sent it out the park. That didn't say he's my favorite. I said he's the best I've ever seen. He's the best I've ever seen.
Shout out Bryce Harper, man.
Nah,
what the hell you gonna say Bryce Harper after I say Barry Bonds? Man, shut the hell up, man. You crazy?
Because he balling right now. I ain't saying he Barry Bonds. I'm just saying.
Don't say that after
Harper.
I say Barry Bonds. Don't do that. You could have said any baseball player.
No. That was an exclamation mark for your Barry Bonds at a whole different paragraph. Shout out Bryce Harper.
And I can't stand Barry Bonds. I just got to keep it real.
Jazz Chisholm looked like Barry Bonds the last two nights.
Man, shut the hell. Man, listen. So, anyways, I just got done watching. I forgot what was really good. Little Giants is amazing, man. I forgot how good that movie was.
Yeah, Little Giants.
Man, that boy hit 4 home runs.
That movie's so good.
Movie too.
Damn, that movie. I was like, damn, Little Giants is still great, man.
Summerslam predictions. I derailed the show.
No, we talking, man. It's the podcast.
You always do. What do you mean? Is that something new?
But listen. Bobby Lashley can do whatever. Bobby Lashley can do whatever he wants to do. He can go anywhere. He can go back to TNA if he really wanted to. He can get signed by AEW. Listen, if you spent 45 seconds with a WWE contract, Tony Khan will give you $5 million. So I wish I wrestled the WWE. I'd be making 7 figures right now. So Bobby Lashley.
Shit, I'm surprised you ain't working there now making 7 figures. You was on WWE Network.
No, you have to wrestle in a certain era at a certain time, and then he grabs you.
Renee Paquette's on that motherfucker.
Listen. And Tony Khan watches every single hour of WWE programming. I bet everything on it. Everything. Whatever they put out, he's watched. Whatever they put out, he watched. He watches all the Raws. He watches all the SmackDowns. He watches all the documentaries. He watches all the biographies. Guaranteed.
Tony Khan hates me.
Paul Heyman one. I heard that Paul Heyman one was a work of art.
I'm sure it's fine. It's Paul Heyman. He has a legacy that's. I like when people get flowers before they pass away. We gotta start doing a little bit more of that. Let people see their body of their work before they're in the damn ground. You know what I mean? Now, hold on now, Kim. I ain't gonna have you say Hoosier stinks. Not with the great Gene Hackman in there. You and I gonna fight up in here. I'm gonna fight you.
Blue Streaks is better.
I like Blue Streaks a lot. I got the great Nick Nolte. Listen.
Blue Chips? Y'all saying Blue Streaks. Blue
Chips, yeah.
Shout out to Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins.
Yeah, I'm about to say Martin Lawrence out here in these streets.
outside of Major League, Any Given Sunday is my movie.
White man can't jump the original.
You better believe that's top 5. You better believe that. That movie is perfect. Wesley Snipes. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. I've said it. I've only said it to my wife, but the most underrated action star in history is Wesley Snipes. In history. Check the IMDb action of Wesley Snipes. He never gets regarded as one of the greatest action stars of all time, ever. Everyone credits everybody except Wesley. Blade is what really made Marvel profitable. They didn't take those movies seriously until Wesley Snipes made Blade in 1998. They thought those things were a joke. They thought comics were a joke until that movie made money. Shout, that boy is bad. Demolition Man.
Yep.
Drop Zone.
Yep.
Money Train, Passenger 57.
What's the movie deal with it was Robert Downey and oh boy, the old guy who was with Will and Men in Black. What was that movie?
Him and Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. What was that? The
Well,
Fugitive?
Wesley's.
No, not The Fugitive. What was it?
U.S. Marshals.
U.S. Marshals.
Marshals.
Yeah, but listen, Wesley don't get enough credit for his IMDb Rolodex of great films, man, in the 90s. Damn, he's one of the best. They don't regard him as one of the best ever.
New
man.
Jack City, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jungle Fever.
Listen, Wesley's cold. He is cold as hell, man. I'm telling you.
He don't get his flowers, man, because we always talk about Denzel, and Denzel probably the best actor ever. But Wesley
not to me,
Snipes,
to me, he's not. But we'll talk about that another day. We'll talk about that another day.
Whoa! That's another whole nother. Hey, you got an article on the Tuck on Deadpool and Wolverine?
This is my issue with Denzel. Real quick, like I can't regard you as the best ever if you never do an accent ever, though. Never.
Oh, okay.
Like ever though. Never. And you know what proved it too? People always arguing with this until they see in the Gladiator trailer. Now everyone's coming along. Now everyone wants to come along for the ride because he's a king somewhere speaking like he's in Training Day. Now everybody wants to,
right. Yeah. You can't be Lorenzo in
Thank you. See, it took Gladiator 2 for y'all to understand what I've been talking about. I go, hey, what's your point, Evan? My point is he can't have that voice in the Gladiator arena. I'm talking about he literally can't. Evan, why? Because England hasn't settled in America yet. He can't talk like that. He can't. He has to be African. He literally has to be African.
Man.
I go freaking crazy. Everyone's like, Denzel, I go, he's really good, but he falls short if he's in Gladiator, be like, yeah, man, what's up? Huh? What the fuck? What is this? This ain't Devil in the Blue Dress.
He had a country accent in Glory.
And listen, what kind of country? It wasn't your country. You know how I know I'm right about this? Your ass went to Glory.
I think he had an accent in Remember the Titans.
His accent was Denzel.
You ain't shit, Evan.
He is an all-time great. But when people say he's the greatest, you're out of your effing mind.
You say he's an all-time great. You can't say he's an all-time great and then you say you're out of your effing mind. If
he's an all-time great. He's not the greatest. Those are two different things. Good Lord, have mercy.
You think he's top 10 or top 5?
Cry Freedom and the Mike Quinn. He had an accent. What was his accent, Kim? What was his accent?
Hey man, he can do a Southern brother real good. Although Alabama, New York, it ain't hard. It ain't much.
If Denzel can do accents, then why does he not have one in Gladiator? If he can do accents so well,
because he chooses not to.
And that's my other point. Is that worse or better? When everyone else is in that movie doing the best they can. Here comes Denzel. I'm going to make you my instrument. What?
And he can speak like 3 languages.
If you say so.
I heard him speak at least 2. I heard him speak fluent Spanish.
Hey, yo, Denzel.
He go in and out of Spanish in Training Day too, boy. That shit was cold. Shout out Evan Mendez.
Give me Samuel L. Jackson, man. Give it to me.
Okay. All right. I ain't gonna hang on you for
Give me Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, I ain't gonna.
Give me Forrest Whitaker. Give me Last King of Scotland. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Hey, man. Morgan Freeman, too.
Give me Morgan Freeman. Well, he does the same shit.
He's kind of Morgan Freeman in every movie.
He's Morgan Freeman in every movie. See, when somebody says that and nobody criticizes it, as soon as I go, Denzel's the same in every movie, everybody's like,
he has the same voice.
Kim, he's a theatrical actor. He's the best actors to me are the ones that are theater trained. That's why Denzel is an all-time great.
I know I've heard him do a British accent before.
The hell you know? No, you haven't. No, you have not. Find it. Find it.
You are trying. You are really trying.
Find that. Oh my God, find it.
Jamie Foxx is a hell of an actor too.
Because he tries. He overacts to me, but he tries.
They say
and also Jamie Foxx never loses in movies. That's why he's disqualified. Never, ever, 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 ever loses. Contractually obligated to not lose. He never loses. How the hell does he win in Law Abiding Citizen? How does he win?
I was gonna say, didn't he freaking killed Tom Cruise in the movie where he was the cab driver?
Collateral. And think about this for a second. Let me blow your mind, because the greatest movie star to me is Tom Cruise, and I'll tell you why one of these days.
Oh my God.
You know Tom Cruise never dies, and guess who was able to kill this dude?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Tom Cruise has never died in a movie in his entire career, except that movie. Edge of Tomorrow don't count because he keeps coming back.
That boy Gerard Butler was one of the baddest cats. How does
Jamie Foxx beat him in Law Abiding Citizen? He's the hero in that movie. He's the hero. You telling me I'm supposed to feel bad because he wants to blow up the Capitol thing? Whatever. I don't give a shit. Who cares? Like when I was like, he's like, I found out his plan. I go, what? What the fuck?
I was gonna say, you know what? Jamie Foxx didn't even die in The Amazing Spider-Man.
Dude, I know I'm not joking. I know my shit, bro. I'm telling you, movies are my life, dude. Like, he never dies. And he never loses. He never loses. Jamie Foxx never loses. Evan, what about Amazing Spider-Man? He had to lose in that, or he wouldn't have been in the movie.
But he didn't die.
But he didn't
Dwayne
die.
Johnson is a combination of Jamie Foxx and The Rock.
That's in his contract too. See, so in Rock's contract, he can't lose fights, and he can't be defeated. That's why he didn't want to be in every movie. But that's why he didn't want to be in Shazam, because Shazam would have beaten him. That's why
he jumped off that the roof, and the other guys. He said, "This is the last time I'm doing this shit."
The greatest actors of all time. I'll say, listen, I could always edit this out. Like there's actors and there's movie stars. I've literally broken this down. Movie stars don't die. Actors do. I'm not saying it's bad to be a movie star. I'd even be a movie star over an actor. Actor takes depth, skills, losing 70 pounds. Movie stars do not die. There are very rare people that are movie stars and actors, but I am telling you, they are two different people. I promise you. If I start running down, people be like, that's Vin Diesel. What is he? Based on what I just said.
Movie star.
See what I'm saying? How do you know that? I just told you my philosophy. How did you know? Because you just know. Vin Diesel is a movie star. Now, when I say Daniel Day-Lewis, what is he?
An actor.
You see what I'm saying? You just know. You just know. Because when you're a movie star, you're a movie star. Rock's a movie star. I don't care what he does. He's a movie star. That's what he is. He does big movies. He gets a lot of pop, but actors die for the movie because the movie is bigger than they are. Movie stars, they can't die. The greatest actors of all time, they lose their life for the film. That's what they do. And if I'm crazy, that's why Hilary Swank got it for $1 Million Baby. She was willing to die for that role. That's why she got the Oscar at the house. And anybody thinks I'm crazy, she ain't got one since. And if she got another one, if I'm forgetting about it, listen, bro, you telling you, there's rules to it too, man. There's rules to the game. Biopics, dying, like sacrificing for the role. You have to sacrifice for the role. You have to experience loss. As everyone wonders why these big movies don't get celebrated, is because they ain't no sacrifice. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Kim said Denzel made his character die in Training. Oh, I didn't say Denzel. Denzel's an actor. Denzel's an actor. He's close to both. He's the closest to both. Like, but don't ever say I didn't say Denzel doesn't die. I didn't say that. Denzel dies.
Well,
in
what
his
about
movies.
Will Smith?
He's both. He's both. Okay. He's the rare combination of both.
Robert Downey Jr. as well. I mean,
both.
He died as Tony Stark.
He's both.
Come on.
He's both. I'm telling you, when you get both, that's the best, man. When you get both. But listen, come on, man. Come on. Man.
I like that exercise. Exercise.
It's a good one. Dude, I had a PowerPoint on this, bro.
I was really doing some IMDb scrolling, and like, so Jamie Foxx really didn't catch a L after Players Club.
Listen, I got this shit broken down. And in Players Club, he had zero pull. He had zero choice.
And he still was the hero.
And
he still got Lisa Ray at the end. God damn it, walked out there mug like, yo, I'm going to save the day.
That's wild.
Shout out Bernie Mac.
Bro, shout out to the late, great Bernie Mac. Listen, cool, man.
Dollar bill.
I'm cool with all these. I said, I'm a Denzel fan. When I started pushing back on Denzel was when no matter what I say about acting, every black person just says his name, and I'm supposed to just stop talking. Like the whole Michael Jordan thing. I go, okay, guys, now I got to start breaking this down a little bit. He is a phenomenal actor. That's not enough for people, though. That's not enough for people. I can't be like if I tell people, like, honestly, if I tell anybody that argues with me about this that has not seen Last King of Scotland, I will get them out. The conversation's over. If whoever has talked to me about Denzel and has not seen Forrest Whitaker and Last King of Scotland, we don't have to talk anymore. That is one of the most unbelievable performances I've ever seen in my entire life, man. Unbelievable. And if you haven't seen it with the great James McAvoy and Forrest Whitaker, his Oscar-winning role as Idi Amin, I advise all you sucker MCs to watch The Last King of Scotland with the great Forrest Whitaker, old ghost dog. Watch it. Watch the damn film. SummerSlam. SummerSlam, 7 matches, short card. When you make a short card, they complain. When you make a long card, they complain. What's a guy to do? What's a booker to do? 7 matches, perfect number for a card. A whole bunch of title matches, a whole bunch of storylines, a whole bunch of implications, a whole bunch of things that are coming to fruition in what I call Diet WrestleMania, and I don't mean it as a diss. I don't. It's a Diet WrestleMania because there's more stakes. There will be title changing hands. This is not a glorified house show. Cleveland ain't gonna play that shit. So things are gonna have to happen. So you can mess around with those haters in France. You can mess around in Tokyo. You can mess around in Wales and in different parts of the UK. You can't mess around in the US of A. You can't. You can mess around in the land down under, but you can't mess around in the Midwest. Something's going to have to happen. So with that being said, I'm starting off from the top because I'm going to get pissed if I start off the back end. So let's start off at the top. We got CM Punk. We got Drew McIntyre. We have, for no reason that makes sense at all, Seth Rollins as the referee, but I don't care. I don't care. You got to get Seth involved. He deserves to be there. He's Seth Rollins. He's over like Rover. And I've always said that no matter who goes against who in this match, that Drew's going to lose. Seth Rollins makes me very optimistic. And I'm going to stay optimistic. I was wrong. I was wrong in Scotland. I was wrong in Wales. I was right at WrestleMania, then I was wrong at WrestleMania. I'm going with Drew McIntyre. I'm going against everything I know to be true. I'm going Drew McIntyre to win this match against CM Punk. And literally, Triple H, if you have the stones to do this, I will never question your booking ever again. Ever again. If he has the stones to have that dude go over on him. Seriously. Drew McIntyre goes over. What say you, Chef?
Well, we all know I'm team blouses, so my pick in this is neither win, but if somebody's got to win, and this is probably not the only time that they're going to touch, the best way to do it is honestly to continue screwing Drew McIntyre. Because if you flip, okay, so he's got beef with Seth, Punk, the refs, the GM. He's got beef with social media. He's got beef with damn near everyone except for his wife, who, is at ringside. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know.
Good.
I can't say, like, because he's not like one of us, or he's not a ref. So I don't see Seth being incapacitated unless it's done maliciously on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then what? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the fallout of this is, because I didn't like that it was done in this way in the first place.
Me either. What about Seth betraying Punk like it should happen? That gives Drew the win, and then we get to Seth and CM Punk. Why not?
Yeah, so it's if Drew goes over,
I might cry.
And well, okay, so I guess Seth could, in his heart of hearts, not be willing to give CM Punk a win, right? So
that's what he would do. You know, that's what he would do. Let's be real, man. Like, come on.
You know, he definitely has said that. You know, me third person. So Seth and Drew have had their issues, but he hates CM Punk. So I don't know. Yeah, that's CM Punk. CM Punk gets screwed by Seth. I'm flip flopping. I'm not sure.
I hope you're right, man. I need Drew to go over on this. He's taking a lot of L's, man. What about you, DPJR? Where we at with this? I'm going way against what I think. I've always said when they go against each other, CM Punk's winning, but I can't. I'm not picking. Put it like this. How about this on the show, guys? I ain't never picking Phil to win shit. How about that? So let's just stop the speculation. I ain't picking that dude to win nothing. So I don't give a damn how it happened. He ain't winning. How about that?
His ass might go over on
the only time CM Punk wins is when he goes home. Shout out to AJ Lee.
Yeah.
Boo thang.
Look,
best decision he's ever made.
I'm standing on business. I said what I said 3 months ago, 2 months ago.
You say a lot
ago.
Remind me.
2 weeks ago. Seth Rollins is going to screw CM Punk.
He has to.
And that's where the money is. I think they've done a poor job of trying to, if you remember SummerSlam 1997, I think they've done a poor job of trying to do the remix of that. And what I mean by that is when Shawn Michaels was the referee.
And
then you had Brett,
yeah.
Undertaker, Shawn. And then you had Shawn hit Undertaker in the head with the chair after Brett spit in his face. I think something similar to that's going to happen.
If they steal that finish, you better come on here and talk your shit.
Yeah, because I could see Seth Rollins either with a chair or I think with not sweet chin music, with the super kick could accidentally, unintentionally super kick CM Punk, and then when he gets up, boom, Claymore, and then they look at each other, 1, 2, 3. Then you kick off CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. That is the money. That is the blood feud. That is what everybody wanted to see prior to him tearing his tricep. That's what everybody wanted to see. And Drew McIntyre did an impeccable job of doing what he needed to do to be amazing. DM Hunk, it's all been great.
Unbelievable.
But you were the appetizer, my boy. They're the porterhouse.
That's a hell of an appetizer, man. He like wings. If he's an appetizer, he's like wings.
Man, hey, lemon pepper barbecue. Delicious. But at the end of the day,
wait
a minute. Where do you get that funky ass concoction?
I forgot. Hey, there's this joint.
You can't be bringing up shit that people
not
can't
lemon
get.
pepper barbecue. Oh man, what was it? I got this wing spot. No, it was honey. No, it was honey lemon pepper. It was spicy honey lemon pepper. It was
and that makes more sense.
Joint.
That makes more sense.
It was a wing joint, not lemon pepper barbecue. It's honey lemon.
Man, get this Negro off the microphone, man.
Delicious.
Like you stumped me with that flavor.
I was like, yo, where's that at?
Look, I think they got that flavor combination too. It's amazing. That's neither here nor there. They're the porterhouse. That is the story that's going to feed.
That's not even the best cut of meat, though.
It's not. Though.
But I'm just, hey, okay, they can be that aged Kobe beef. How about that? You know, that $3,000.
That ain't the best cut of meat, but that's a pretty good piece of meat.
At the end of the day, that's gonna feed families until they get Roro back in action, doing what needs to be done. We don't know when it's gonna be. We might talk about that later. We might not.
So
this is what's gonna feed families, man. They need to go ahead and get to it. What's up?
I got
what's
a problem. CM Punk can only wrestle once a year.
Yo, shut that.
You know what?
his expiration date is real short.
Listen,
So
what I say,
once he
y'all
catches
forget
that
my
super kick and he
did y'all forget my
pulls his
guarantee?
hamstring.
Did y'all forget
know
my
what I mean?
guarantee? I
Oh,
said
yeah.
I
I know.
guarantee that he ain't getting injured for the rest of his WWE run. He's
I
staying
remember
healthy,
that,
baby.
Hey, Evan, I remember that bullshit.
He's staying.
So low key, DPJ. I'm gonna
He
tell
might
you
sprain his ankle on the entrance
Yo,
now.
shut the hell up.
best cut of steak is the hanger steak.
Oh, look at you. Interesting.
You can only get one per cow.
See, listen, it's tough for me because I can't go to the shit I usually can't get. So I try to go to like the everyday cut. You know what I mean? I like a good T-bone, but I do love when the ribeye is not too fatty. I love ribeye, man. I really, really, really do. Filet mignon's too small for a brother because that would be my favorite. It's just too small and petite. Everyone's like, Evan, why don't you get the filet mignon? I said, because I'm twice your size. That's
You
why.
ever had a bone-in fillet?
It's like a
very
steak
tasty.
slider. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a steak slider. I'm gonna get this beautifully, deliciously tender thing out of my face. It's so damn good. It's so good. But I need like 2 or 3 of them Johns. Listen, but listen.
Spend $300.
We all of us on this panel. Listen, we all want Drew McIntyre to win this match. CM Punk last night tried to do some kind of, I don't know. There was an awkward silence. I don't know. I guess he thought.
What the?
I don't know what he thought was going to happen when he got quiet. I thought people was going to keep
bootlicker.
chanting his name. I was like, hey, listen. See, gone are the days where you're catching people off guard. Drew McIntyre's ready for you, brother. He's ready for you. Every little thing you say, he's ready for you. If we stack up a Drew McIntyre career versus CM Punk's, it's very close. I'm just saying. Let's here you go, Heidi. I'm gonna try to. Ain't nobody ask you, Heidi. Ain't you? I hope you cooking. The hell? This marriage is a sham. Yeah, go talk about she a tri-tip girl. You better be sizzling some shit in that on pots and pans. This marriage is a sham. Listen. Bayley versus Nia Jax. I don't think Nia goes over. I think we've been calling her to go over since Australia. She's not. And I'm only doing this based on my theory of Triple H loving his people. He loves Bayley. I don't think Nia gets it. A matter of fact, what am I talking about? I know she doesn't get it because Tiffy's a heel. No, because Tiffy's a heel. I told you they don't. That's one thing I do love about the company. They do traditional storytelling. Bad guy versus good guy. Bad girl versus good girl. So there has to be a baby face with a title for Tiffy to get it up off him. So Bayley goes over in a tightly contested affair. What say you, Chef?
Agree. You're gonna get the hijinks of, she's been questionably trying to turn in the briefcase, so you'll get that aspect of it. So she'll be ringside. She'll have her indecision. Will she or won't she? But and that will cost Nia Jax, and Nia Jax will be pissed off at Tiff. So it's Bayley. It's Bayley. This is 7 matches. Which guys? We got to figure out which one I'm getting up and going to the bathroom for.
None. DPJR. Who's winning this match?
I want to say no.
Oh, we all do, but no.
But the logic doesn't go anywhere near.
There will be title changes, my friend, but just not this one.
No, not this one.
I think every one of them can change.
There's going to be 2. There's going to be 2 title
At
changes.
least 2 title changes. At least.
I think only 4 out of 6.
I think 3.
Oh,
Is
that's
it 6
big talk.
titles
That's
on
big
the
talk.
line?
We'll get to it. But just tell me.
6 titles?
So who you got?
I'm going with Bayley. That way, to your point, heel, babyface. It doesn't make sense to have a heel chasing a heel. They should have the babyface be running away from the heel when they're lurking. And Tiffy time. Shout out that Money in the Bank. I see the pink stripe on there. Evan broke it here first.
Charlotte, Tiffany. That's the match. That's the title match. It's mega. That's the match.
Is already in the ring training.
This is what I try to say. You better stop messing with Brian Fury from Tekken. That's Charlotte. You better stop messing with Yoshimitsu.
Yoshimitsu. Yeah.
You better stop playing, boy.
She out here. She gonna come to the ring like Jax.
You better.
They holding her back. It ain't the fact that she ain't ready. She's ready to go. She's ready to go.
I can
2 or
assure
3
you she
months
can do
ago.
a match. I can assure you she can do a match. She just wants to come back better than ever because she's dedicated to her craft. Listen, the Cleveland's own Logan Paul versus LA Knight. I do believe LA Knight's finally due. The crowd will be in his favor, even in Logan Paul's hometown. Because he lives in Puerto Rico, so I don't even want to hear nothing about no Cleveland no more.
I don't want to hear no Cleveland zone.
I don't want to hear none of that fool.
That his hometown.
No. I don't want to hear nothing about that, bro. You live in Puerto Rico for tax purposes. Stop playing with me, bro. So give me LA Knight finally getting some gold, bringing a little bit of prestige back to the United States title, giving him some gold. There's my first title change, my people. It is LA Knight. Yeah.
I'm going with Logan Paul.
Retain him.
Oh,
I'm going with Logan Paul. I would love to see LA Knight win the title. I just don't see it happening. I see their prime deal, and are they ready to put their eggs behind LA Knight? I'm not so sure. We'll find out Sunday. This is a make or break
Saturday.
match.
You know Nick
yeah,
Condo,
Saturday. Excuse me.
You know how he do.
Yeah, brother on staycation, brother. All these days mixed together. August 3rd, if I'm not mistaken.
it is.
Yes, sir.
All right. And whatever field is in Cleveland, Ohio. But I just don't think it's
nasty work.
This that prime deal, man. And I don't think they're ready to take the title off of Logan Paul. I just don't. It's perfect for them to have it sitting there when he's doing impulsive. It's branding. There's this, there's that. There's a lot of business shit to go along with Logan
You're
Paul.
not wrong.
So I can see him retaining because of that.
Chef.
I think it's finally time for the Slim Jim champion to take his title.
Mm-hmm. This is the perfect title for him to take.
I don't think they're going to continue to Jey Uso him, but I could also see. I could also see the fact that Logan could do some dastardly stuff to get booed, to get the mega boos, even in the place he was born, because that's what I'm going to say it was.
Bruh.
Okay, it's different. Miz is different. Logan and Miz, and that's two different things. Like
It is.
we'll claim Gargano, right?
Johnny Boy. Yeah, Gargano. He's a Cleveland boy.
And shout out Gargano, and unfortunately his family's restaurant burnt down, so we can't go visit the restaurant. But so this is another one where flip-flopping, the title should have changed hands. It's been long enough now that you went through, like you said, you did these European house shows where they really didn't change any titles. So if you're gonna put 6 title matches on the card, at least half of them have to change. So this should be one of them. So LA Knight, the Slim Jim champion for the win.
No question about it.
Also, Logan Paul is a Triple H guy too.
He is.
See what I'm saying? Always got to keep that in mind. Until Triple H breaks that thing, until he breaks it, I'm gonna stick with it.
But isn't technically LA Knight a Triple H guy?
We don't even know.
I'm just talking about the ones I know. I'm hoping. Listen, and speaking of brand deals, that Slim Jim deal is pretty big too now. Let's see what brand pays
said
off.
To ruffle everybody's feathers backstage.
This is one of the most important.
But I don't
booking.
know. I'm not back
This
there.
is one of the most important booking of premium live events for Triple H's entire career. I am telling you right now, it is so many things he could do that's chalk, and there's so many things he can do to shake things up for real. Shake things up, not like that pretend shit he said that was happening in that last event. He was like, the landscape is changing vertical. Not really. Now, listen, this could change things for a while. Let's make this real quick. Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker wins the title. What say you, DPJR?
Ditto.
Chef.
Sammy.
No way in hell. I wish you finally go get your wish, man. Sammy's done. Sammy's done.
Can we please
a fork
be
in
done?
him.
Hey, this is what I want to say. Can we be done with the one shot with Sami Zayn? Every fucking Sami Zayn entrance doesn't have to be a one shot to where you're following them to the ring.
What did I tell everybody? They gonna get too cute with these little production things. That's how I try to tell them.
Hey, I did.
It's always with this dude though. It's always they always following him. Like, dude, why Sami Zayn do somebody else?
Getting cutesy.
Dude, Damian Priest, he's actually the world champion, but hey, what do I know?
Let's follow out Sami Zayn because he's the underdog. He's the man of the people. Can't be the underdog with the title. Stop it. Yeah, the Chiefs look like real underdogs. Okay.
Yeah, the three people, you know, they be an underdog to win.
Why do you even have to bring that bullshit up?
Because they need one more.
It's a fucking sham. That's what.
And then Evan releases the hidden track.
And I'm gonna tell you something right now.
1 million listens.
Let that young whippersnapper. Let that y'all listen. Hey, to all you sucker MCs in the National Football League, if you let Patrick Mahomes get that third in a row, there is zero debate who the greatest quarterback of all time is. Zero. I mean that
I already know that.
I'm gonna tell you.
I already know the fix is in because the receiver should be suspended and in trouble.
In the conversation, he said, well, "I know you, boy. I know you."
I'm just saying. Listen. I told you I can say whatever I want to say, but he wins 3 in a row. There's zero debate because, and I'm gonna tell you why. Not just because he won 3 in a row, is because what no one's really talking about is he is doing it to me in the most difficult quarterback market ever. When it was Peyton, they only talked about one other quarterback, maybe Phillip Rivers, maybe. This dude got to deal with Josh Allen. Tua just got the bag. Joe Burrow. Listen, I could keep going, man. You know how many quarterbacks this man got to deal with? Lamar Jackson, C.J. Stroud's here now, Jalen Hurts. I can go off. I can go for the rest of this damn. I can go all night on the quarterbacks that Patrick Mahomes has to deal with. With all due respect to the quarterbacks of yesteryear, they didn't have to deal with 8 dudes.
And the media, no offense, media, y'all always out there. Y'all quick to try to pick somebody over Pat Mahomes. The dude done won 3 of them things.
Already got 3 of them things. Listen. I don't want to get sidetracked. I'm saying right
MVPs.
now. Patty Cake, if you win this third one in a row, I'm gonna tell you something right now. even with your brother acting like a damn fool, your daddy acting like a damn fool, your wife thinking she Taylor Swift, you still remain steady as the
Taylor
mighty
Swift's
Mississippi.
Even Taylor Swift, with all what she's bringing to the game, it don't matter. None of that shit affects him.
Yeah, Kim, you ain't wrong. Kim, you ain't wrong. Kim,
even more.
He won the title with his worst offense. That's the scary part. Now, guess what? They ain't the worst offense anymore. That's the scary part.
No.
Moving on. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Chiefs Corner.
Patty
Coming
Cake,
from
Patty Cake,
somebody.
Baker's man.
Is Deshaun Watson your quarterback? Look to the bottom screen.
Damian Priest versus the ring Ganara. Gunta. I gotta stick to what I've said. I've said it for the past 2.5 months. I said the first time Gunther gets into a title match is the first time he will win that title. They've done actually a great job of making me think this could be a Damian Priest retain. They've done a really good job. Shout out to whoever put his little packages together and things like that. Made me a believer. Shout out to Imagine Dragons. I do believe that I don't flip flop. I can't waffle from one thing I said 3 months ago. I say Gunther gets in the title match. Gunther wins. 1, 2, 3, new champ. Sorry, Chef. What say you?
This is probably the first match.
I'm gonna say LA Knight opens, but you could be right.
And it's Gunther. Easy work.
Ooh, you agree with the easy work. What say you, DP? This to me is more difficult to call than I wanted to originally promise, but I got to stick by my guns. Gunther's been on a tear, man.
Hey, that's my boy. I'm gonna make it a 3P.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther for the win.
No
And
question.
it's
Gunther's
going
gonna
to
get him.
be
Yeah.
a lengthy, dominant run.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you,
it should be.
There's so many reasons why. There's so many reasons why we're right about this. Is not just because we usually right about stuff. that's just it is how it is.
21-0 off the sticks, like NCAA.
If we really started doing our percentage of being right and wrong, it's probably 80%. No question. Us three together. I promise you it is. I promise. So let me tell you why. Because like I said, WWE, they show their hands too much. It's like they're on the damn poker table and they're like face up. Their cards are face up for some reason. And you know what I'm talking about. DP, what am I talking about? What am I talking about?
Exactly what you're talking about.
What am I talking about? Without even prepping you, what am I talking about? What did they give away?
They gave away, I'm trying to think. They gave away everything.
Who was in the ring with Gunther?
Who was in the ring with Gunther? Damian Priest. Hold on. Oh, Finn's gonna cost.
No. Who was in the ring? Who was in the ring with him when he had to walk out the ring? Who cut the promo when he got hurt? What happened? What'd they say? What did Gunther say?
It was Seth was in the ring.
Absolutely right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. No.
That's my issue. My issue is don't do that. Don't do that.
I thought it was kind of lame that Damian Priest lifted the embargo on Seth Rollins not battling for the world title. I thought that was kind of lame. I think they did that to try to deter you from thinking people that Gunther was going to win. I ain't stupid, Paul. I'm picking up what you putting down. We know what time it is.
They put those two in the ring. That's the match. Those are Triple H guys. Damian Priest is a Triple H guy, but he's going to have to make a decision. Like I said, heavy lies the crown of the king. Gunther wins this match. It will be Gunther and Seth after Seth dispatches CM Punk with extreme prejudice.
That's definitely a match of bad blood.
And that's what I'm trying to say. After he dispatches him with extreme prejudice, but that'll give Gunther time to just beat the brakes off everybody else that's coming at him and build up to Seth Rollins versus the Ring General and give him that run all the way up to WrestleMania. I don't
beat the hell out of Fergalicious on Monday.
Yeah, you just beat my Irishman up. But I don't want to. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to get too far ahead of
myself.
First,
chop the shit out of.
But he knows what he's getting into when he goes. He knows what you get into when you go against Gunther. But like I said, I'm not gonna get too far ahead of myself. But they put that out there. That was their thing. They chose to do that. That's something they were trying to do. That's their insanely obvious foreshadowing. So that's gonna happen one way or another. And I say it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. Therefore, I have Gunther winning this match. That's my second title change of the evening. Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa. Cody Rhodes can't lose to Solo Sikoa. You know why Cody Rhodes can't lose to Solo Sikoa? Because they made Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns. And when you make somebody beat Roman Reigns, the next person that can beat Cody Rhodes has to be Jesus Christ. Or as he calls himself, Dwayne Johnson. I'm just saying there's nobody else. You cannot end an all-time great run of Roman Reigns and let Solo Sikoa, who's like 0-444 in solo competitions, beat him. I don't care if it's old Roro that helps out. I don't care if it's clean, but Chef's favorite wrestler, Cody Rhodes, is winning this match by hook or by crook. What say you, DPJR?
You know what time it is. Whoa. Cody Rhodes is going to go over. And he's got to have a lengthy run so he can turn heel. That way I can be right again.
Got to have a lengthy run, because why you take a title off somebody with a lengthy run?
Now, and to your point, there is legit nobody on the horizon that I can see that's ready to take the title from Cody Rhodes. I mean, unless it's, to your point, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
He's the only one, dude. He's the only one.
I could see if they continue to build Seth Rollins up, him being an individual that could take the title off him. Because, like you said, Triple H does have his guys, and Seth Rollins has always been his guy. And that
loves that dude.
That could link together the main event of probably WrestleMania 42, when you could have Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship or the WWE Championship. Finally get that Shield main event at WrestleMania. legit one-on-one.
Kim's right though.
We'll see.
Randy's the next person for Cody, and it's there. It's there for me. I need it at SummerSlam. I need to start laying the groundwork. That's a trilogy. We can take that all the way to Bad Blood. We can push that all. We can stretch that all the way out to November if we need to do it. What say you, Chef? Oh, you taking way too long. Ain't no way.
This is hard for me.
Interesting.
Because
Should be easy.
Because again, I'm on wax. I said if this is the last match, I'm getting up and leaving. I'm sticking to my word.
You pay for the show.
I am going to make. Hey, listen, I gotta make sure I get back on the public transit and get back to my car before they stop running the trains from Tower City. So
I feel you. I've been there before, bro.
If this match is last and it's after 12, your boys making that trip down the escalator.
Cody's closing out the show. What the hell's your problem?
So
you gonna hear that pyro from St. Louis, Missouri?
Because Slow Bop might be coming out. You know they closing the show out.
But then I'm breaking in.
You gonna leave before Slow Bop?
Nope. So what's gonna happen is if I leave the stadium and I hear the music, I'm sneaking back in like they tried to sneak in for that Argentina-Colombia match.
Miami Heat fans.
That was nasty work.
Game
I'm
6.
going in through the ventilation in Cleveland.
Damn,
Brown.
like Ethan Hunt.
Yes, I'm going Mission Impossible to get back in there. If Slow Bop show up, but
Slow Bop a rapper, boy.
So Cody has all his help has been beat up. He's facing Solo. He's not going to be alone. The Bloodline is going to beat up DIY on Friday. So they're going to have tag titles. They're going to be there.
No question.
So does Roman come out to spare Cody? Does Roman come out to help Cody? Does Jimmy come back first?
Ooh.
Does Paul come back? So there's that's why it's ending the show. There's so many other people that can come back
to
further this storyline. So it's gonna be a squash. I think there's some. It's Cody's gonna keep the belt, but he's probably gonna keep it because there's a DQ.
I'm fine with that. Cody doesn't have to win everything clean. He doesn't have to win every match clean.
All right, I'm gonna book this real quick. So
okay.
Oh Lord,
clear out.
Yeah, clear out. ISO, get out the way. So this is what's gonna happen. Cody Rhodes is gonna be getting his ass whooped. It's gonna be is it no DQ? I hope it's no DQ. And then you're gonna see Jey Uso run to the ring. He gonna get his ass whooped. Then you're gonna hear Jimmy Uso's music, and then he gonna get his ass whipped. And then they'll be like, oh my God. And then you're gonna see Paul Heyman standing up at the top of the ramp. And he's gonna be holding the real Ula Falafel. And then
Slow Bop.
Yay. But I think you should wait a little bit longer. Hey, Roman.
You know where I'm at with that.
Make him miss you.
You know what I said, bro? What I tell you? WrestleMania. Now, y'all don't get a taste. Y'all don't get a taste of Roll with SummerSlam. Oh, no. Y'all didn't want a taste for years. You don't get a taste now. Now you want a little dab of do you? No. Slow Bop. Slow Bop your ass with your family. Chill. Keep giving them private tours at Disney, big pimping.
Yeah, use that PJ to go on vacation, daddy.
If Marvel can bring back the Russos and Robert Downey Jr., we can bring back Robo.
They had to bring back the Russos because they don't always making good movies. Him and the Favreau, Kevin Feige ain't doing shit.
We stuck with.
Did Nick Khan bring the bag? That's my question, because they brought the bag to Robert Downey Jr. I need them to bring the bag to my guy.
And the jet.
Roll the bag, the jet, the whip, everything. Hell, they should bring him a crib too.
Right now, we are stuck with Cody Rhodes, who is fried chicken without seasoning, that you wash the chicken before you start frying it.
Ooh.
And you don't even properly season the flour, the egg. You don't put salt in anything. That's what Cody is giving us right now. He is giving us chicken without seasoning.
Ooh.
It's not. I'm not with it.
Never coming on this show.
Never.
We ain't never get going.
Cody, come on this show.
I don't care.
Man.
I don't care how many complex videos he does. I don't need to know what he bought when he went.
Hey, yo, Cody.
Shoe shopping.
Hey, man, Cody, hey,
Cody, I love Cody Rhodes. Yo, Cody, I love you, Cody. Cody, I love you.
Why you talk that? I love you, Cody. Come on the show.
I would love to talk to Cody Rhodes. I would pop if I got to meet Cody Rhodes. But the fact is, when he's on my television, it's boring as fuck.
Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, your recipe from the chef.
Yeah, I was about to give him the shot. I'm about to close the show with the recipe, but damn. Jeez, listen. Okay, Rhea Ripley versus the surging Liv Morgan. I am going to go insane and say Triple H makes the right choice, the difficult choice. I told you, his toughest booking event since he's taken over the regime. And I say he does the right thing, a la Spike Lee, and lets Liv retain, even if it's hijinks, even if it's some Dick Dastardly and Muttley type shit. I say Liv, for real, yo, bro, put some respect on Wacky Racers too. Listen, give Liv her flowers and let her keep this title and have Rhea, dare I say, chase? Dare I say? What say you, DPJR?
No, let me pick up from your Spike Lee reference, but I'm going to switch it up and I'm going to say she got game because she got game is Liv Morgan, but you going to have your boy Dom Mysterio. He going to sign the contract like Ray Allen did, and he got game. And he going to go with
terrible acting Ray Allen.
Margot Robbie's twin, her doppelganger herself, Liv Morgan, the future star of the women's division. It's crazy. It's crazy the rocket that she's on to go to the top. Man. It's incredible. And to think, it's wild. She was hurt at WrestleMania because that's what led into my WrestleMania that should have been, because this would have happened prior to WrestleMania. She'd have took over the Judgment Day.
It's just really great to see what she's become, because remember we've been on here how many times? And I'm like,
we didn't buy her as a baby face.
No, and like I said, what do I always say? What I always say, guys, y'all know I say it. It's the hardest thing in wrestling to do. it's be a baby face. And I don't say that to be funny or I don't say that to diss anybody. It's just fucking hard. It's just hard.
Hell, Rhea was a babyface with her in the tag team.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, I didn't say it couldn't be done. I say it's hard. Like, it's not a coincidence that Liv is thriving as a heel. It's just easier to be nasty. And you get to do all the cool shit. You get to do all the cool stuff. I want to explain this in the most fundamental way. Babyfaces have to play by the rules. That's why it's typically boring. That's why Chef's kind of bored with Cody. I'm telling you. He's like, he's like Opie. He's like, Opie ain't the most interesting character in Andy Griffith. He ain't. He's a great director now. Shout out to Ron Howard. But he's not the best character in Andy Griffith, man. Damn. Like, if you watch Matlock, shout out to Andy Griffith. He's like a curmudgeon. He's over. He's like an anti-hero. He defends criminals.
He does.
Liv is doing her best work because she's not being like, I'm nice Liv. That watch me shit didn't hit. Now it hits. And now we watching Liv. We all watching.
Liv, we looking. Hey, we understand what you was talking about, because girls like that are different than girls like me. And then I was like, I'm picking up what you putting down, Snow Bunny.
I need a recipe, man, before I get.
Even Dr. Umar had to look at that video. That's how fine Liv Morgan is.
I mean, yeah. That's a whole nother man.
Liv over here trying to break up people's relationships, not mine. I'm straight. My wife, she know where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
I'm talking about other people. You know damn well people had like 10 fights after that damn thing went viral.
Man,
trying to break up relationships.
Rikishi out there taking shots. You trying to break up my son's marriage?
I'm like, it's just acting. Calm down. I'm down.
Chill out, Rikishi.
If the marriage is where it's supposed to be, nothing can happen. I just want people to understand that. That's cap. But give me a recipe before we can talk and let y'all go to bed.
Well, yeah, it's the witching hour. It's real late, y'all, but you boys
on the East Coast, especially,
Bruh.
your boy still can crack open the recipe book and give you guys a little bit of, I already hit y'all with we need to season Cody Rhodes chicken, but
that's nasty.
That was part one.
Hey,
this part talk.
Listen, the thoughts and views of Chef do not reflect the thoughts and views of DPJR and Evan Mack.
Hey man, hey Cody, I had your back on this show for the most part.
I love
Cody. Your ass. Come on,
the great white
doing
hope.
Complex.
Oh,
he is coming across. Is healing that though. He is a little bit.
Will you stop with that bullshit?
You and this heel Homelander agenda of yours.
Yeah, he's pushing this joint hard, bro.
Real hard.
Hard. You might not get that for a year.
I never said Homelander. Don't put that on me, Ricky.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, shout out to Anthony Starr running amok. Shout out to the best season thus far next to the one with Soulja Boy. He was cooking. But this season was special.
It was. So speaking of special, this weekend on Saturday is a special thing. My recipe is for the perfect night for this venue and for this sporting event. So Cleveland is a special type of city because we are an eclectic group of people. There's almost every race and ethnicity that you can think of that's in Northeast Ohio and in the Cleveland area. So, we have a little Italy, we have a Chinatown, we have, the suburbs, we have the hood, we have, the West Side, we have, the East Side. I'm down in the suburbs, half an hour away, but stay
suburban now.
Yes, gotta keep the family safe now. So we didn't came up, so we can afford to
don't listen to all that hood bullshit. Yeah.
So
suburbs, cul-de-sacs.
With that being said, there's gonna be a lot of people coming from out of town, and I just want you guys to know, you out of towners, don't come in my town trying to act like you from around here. Okay.
Yeah, this shit took a turn. This took a dark turn, man.
What?
No, I'm just saying in terms of be respectful. Like everyone's always got jokes and the media and movies still try to
you should have off the blicky when you was talking like that. Good God.
Why you trying to? Yo, hold on, man. This is. Wait a minute.
Just let me go.
I'm scared for everybody.
Let me cook. Just let me cook. I'm just saying, it's not. People try to paint Cleveland in a certain light, and I'm just trying to let the listening the viewers and the listeners know that we are a humble group of people. But at the same time, we aren't what movies try to make us like. We're the lovable losers and this and that, and like, we're the capital of like orange barrels and construction and all this other. Like it's a nice place to live. Like people come here, people come back to Cleveland. People come back to Ohio. It's okay. Shout out to Joakim Noah. He tried to say there's nothing to do here and he would never be here. That was nasty work, Joe.
That was nasty work, by the way.
And that lit a fire under some people, including Braun, but that
include you.
Apparently. Yo, Chef said don't let the smooth taste fool you. Damn.
Listen.
I was not expecting this shit.
That joint was like, woof.
Whoa.
Here's that part of Nightmare on Elm Street when Freddy just took over the bus. Like he was like, you thought she was going to school and then
I just said, let me tell you something, motherfucker. I'm in my city.
Well, Chef was like, let me talk to you.
Just be respectful.
It was warm. Chef,
we will welcome you.
Unexpected.
We will welcome you with open arms. We are loving people. People try to say we got an accent over here in the Midwest too. Y'all gonna make fun of us saying pop and not soda. Y'all gonna make fun of us.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
So
we don't say that in St. Louis.
But when y'all come, You know, expect us to be early. Us Clevelanders who are going down there, we gonna treat this like it's a Browns game, and we gonna be down there partying pretty.
This SummerSlam, baby.
You know, we gonna be it's gonna be like tailgating all over again, but for wrestling. So there's gonna be a lot happening. You know, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. Hopefully the weather holds up. You know,
That'll be good.
You know, so it's just I'm looking forward to Cleveland being highlighted as a spectacle of one of the 4 events. This will be my first, one of the big 4. So, you know, that I'm very, very excited for. I'm excited to see what it's like. I'm excited to see what an outdoor wrestling event looks like. I'm excited to see the town turn. You know, they're doing everything. I saw Miz on ESPN today. Rollins was on
Seth
there.
was on there.
Punk was on there. You know, they've got the events coming up with Priest and Sami Zayn, and Undertaker on Saturday.
They doing big. They doing, bro. This SummerSlam, bro. They're not half stepping.
WrestleCon's gonna be here.
Yep.
I think starting tomorrow.
Yep.
Like a lot is happening this weekend, and it's a beautiful thing to see. And it will be wonderful to just be a part of it and to say I was at SummerSlam in Cleveland outside. We should have a dome, but that's a whole nother thing because they're trying to relocate the stadium and put a dome on it. And it's nasty work, but that's another story. But in the meantime, I think
it'll get you WrestleMania.
It would, because WrestleMania is not going to come to Cleveland in April because it still snows in fucking April. So,
them Great Lakes, baby, them Great Lakes.
That's why Indy can get all of those because they have a dome. So, shout out to Indy
in Minnesota.
So until that happens, we will take this one event and see where it goes from there, and hope we show out. And there's so much to do in the city now. It's definitely different from 2016 or any other time people have been here, whether it was for the finals or for the World Series. And we had the All-Star game here recently for MLB, and so a lot is different now, and it's going to be fun, and there's going to be a lot to do. It's going to be dope.
The tickets ain't bad either. I saw tickets is going for like $65.
Yo, shout out to Cleveland. Shout out to the people of Cleveland. We got a man from Cleveland on the show. Yeah, SummerSlam, y'all. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it no matter what happens, the aftermath. Yo, Drew McIntyre, please win this match. Why come on here acting like a damn fool? Lord have mercy. Please, dear God, win this match. This match means more to me than it means to him. Please win this damn match, man. Please. This is what but Evan, it's already predetermined. I don't care. Don't, whatever you need to do to write him win and win. Please. Oh, my
What
Lord,
celebrity, chef, on the spot, what celebrity is going to be involved in the Logan Paul LA Knight match?
Stipe.
Okay.
No,
you don't think Braun's in Paris, so that's a no.
Right.
I was thinking Myles Garrett.
I like Miles. Miles could be Miles on the table.
Probably. Yeah.
Or Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell, because
Spider be dope lately, so it will be Donovan or Miles. But Miles
be a good pick because of the opposing figure, one of the best defensive players in the world. So that'd be good to see. Yo,
but
appreciate
that whole
you. Listen,
basketball thing, I think Donovan Mitchell.
Yo, where the hell you been at the reign of wrestling? Come on, man. We ending the show, man. Pull up next week when we do the show, man. Come on. Appreciate y'all joining us. And I appreciate you picking Drew right before we dip out, y'all. Enjoy the show. Enjoy SummerSlam, fellas. I appreciate you hanging in. Hey, yo, Drew McIntyre, please win this damn match, please.
Come on, DM Hunk. I'm pushing all my chips to the table.
Please.
PSA.
And apparently you can't act a fool in Cleveland. You might get tossed up.
Listen, we will put hands on you.
Ooh.
PSA, like my brother Chef said, if you ignorant sons of bitches get to acting like a fool, he will escort your ass out the city. Personally.
Listen, not all of us look and act like Machine Gun Kelly. I'm just saying.
Hey, he hit it with that Evan Mack. He said, "Don't pull up on me in person for real."
For real. Boy, let me tell you something. I say I'm about 6'2", 225. Fellas, I swear before God, you could that Twitter. Boy, Twitter is not vibranium. I can assure you.
Evan like 6'5", 250.
Boy, listen. Yo, Slow Bop, you coming back? I'm mad at you, but I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at you, but I'm not mad. If you give me the Slow Bop, I won't be mad.
Man, the next show gonna be lit if he pull up. We're gonna be me and you will be the only two kind of disappointed, but you know the
Kind of, but not, because we want to see him, but we don't want to see him because
selfishly, because we want him to be selfish because he don't deserve shit. He earned it all.
We out. Damn.
Shout out Seth Rollins.
Y'all get some damn sleep, man. Appreciate y'all, man.